Welcome to this week's Stay Connected webinar. I'm Kim Larson with the 21st Century Community Learning Center After School Program. And on behalf of the conference partners, I'm happy to welcome you today. Our partners are Beyond School Bells, Nebraska Extension, Nebraska Department of Education, 21st CCLC, and Click to Science PD. So today's topic, we are going to talk about the upcoming February 25th GetConnected After School Conference, which we are very excited about. Happy to have the opportunity to get together in person or virtually, but we want to share some details with you to help with your planning. So we're all taking a little piece of the conversation today. And Jeff, if you don't mind, we're going to let you kick us off by talking about some of our exciting best summer ever adventures.
Great. Well, and you know, as I look at what is it about negative, whatever it is, a great day to talk about summer. But we are excited about the opportunity to help people start thinking about summer at our February 25th conference, and think it'll be a great opportunity to get people who haven't been planning already starting to plan for what we're going to be terming best summer ever in 2022. We really feel like coming out of all the challenges, and let me just say, we so appreciate the work everyone is doing to try and deal with all of the unforeseen challenges that are, kind of appear on a daily basis. You guys are really, doing great work, and kudos to all of you. But hoping that by the time summer rolls around, we'll be in a great position to provide kids with engaging, hands-on activities, hopefully in the out-of-doors safest space that we can be in at the time, where kids can have chances to engage with each other, engage in critical issues in their community, but mostly just have fun. And so we're going to be supporting opportunities, and know that there'll be some grant funding available to support what we will be pushing out as a statewide effort for communities to come together and provide every kid in Nebraska with a memorable summer. They're going to have lots of things to look back on in their lives about this period, but one of them that we want them to think about was, wow, it was during that summer of 2022 when I built a colony for Mars, and that launched me on my career in NASA. That's how, imagination takes hold in kids. So we're really excited about that. And we're going to be creating some opportunities throughout the day, starting in the very first session, trying to seed some ideas about, what are the memorable summer experiences that you had as a youth? What are the kinds of experiences that you want children in your community to have this summer? And then how do we work collaboratively to build the partnerships necessary to do that? So we'll have opportunities both during the morning session, the lunch session, and then throughout the day to kind of build up some ideas that hopefully can take root in the spring and then blossom in the summer, when I think we'll all be ready to do some engaging hands-on activities. So super excited about that. Beyond School Bells, the network that we lead, will be actively involved in promoting Best Summer Ever. And we look forward to partnering with all of you to realize that in your communities.
Thanks, Jeff. Jan, I'll let you take it away, share the conference website, talk about our beautiful facility and some of the details about registration.
Thanks, Kim. Well, I'm with 21st Century as well, with Kim, and we're just so excited to be partnering on this conference. We have been planning an in-person conference for years, plural, and the last time we were able to come together in person was in the fall of 2019, which is like a lifetime ago during a pandemic. So we are doing everything in our power, COVID willing, for us to be able to put together this in-person conference. But we also know that we wanted to make another option available to you. So we do have a virtual option as well. So I'm going to pull up the registration page here and just sort of talk you through the website. Sorry, hold on. All right. While this is loading up here, if you are with the 21st Century Program, you can get to the conference in a couple of ways, but it's right on our homepage. Can't miss it right here. Or we've got also a link to it over here under Nebraska After School Conference. But we're going to just click on this, and you'll want to just navigate using these tabs up the top. But here on the registration landing page, we've got just the basic information when it's taking place. You just click on this little teal bar here to register. And as you go down here, we tried to give you enough information that you can make a decision about, do I want to attend in person or do I want the virtual option? We've got our themes listed here. We've got a really great array of sessions that are going to be offered. So we're hoping that all of you will consider one or the other of the options. If you would like to come in person, the cutoff date to register is February 15 because we have to turn in the counts for the meals the following day. So start talking to your team at your programs, thinking about this, and then don't wait beyond February 15 for in-person registration. The virtual registrations, we will accept all the way, including the day of the conference, February 25th. So just be mindful of that. We want to make sure we're very clear about this notice here that if you do decide that you would like to come in person, we are requiring masks. Currently, it is a requirement in Douglas County, and regardless of what their policies or regulations would be on February 25th, for the safety of everybody attending in person, we are going to require that attendees do wear a mask. We will provide a mask in your packet, but it is a cloth mask that was purchased when we thought we were offering the conference a year ago. And so if you have a higher quality mask, please bring your own mask, but these will be provided to everyone attending in person. And if you attend in person, the registration fee is $80. And you can see listed here all of the things that are included in your in-person registration. We will have over 30 breakout sessions that happen in the course of the day. We have, if you've been to a previous conference, we call it our walk and talk area, but we have 25 tables of community-based organizations, statewide organizations that are ready, willing, and able to reach out and work with you in your programs. They want to meet you, they want to talk to you and interact with you. So they will be on board that day as you travel throughout that common area at the hotel or at the CHI Center. I should have said that at the top. This is at the CHI Center in Omaha. And if you've ever gone to a Creighton basketball game or a concert down there, you're familiar with the location. It's very close to TD Ameritrade Baseball Park and the Old Market. It's down in that part of Omaha. It's a very exciting thing for us to move into a big facility like that. They've got lots of space where we believe we'll be able to, where as many opportunities as possible we can socially distance. We also have 6 of our workshops that are these hands-on kit workshops, and I'll go into that in more detail in a second, but those are available only if you're there in person. We are not able to offer the kit workshops if you do the virtual registration. Everyone, though, will get the audiobook, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. That is available whether you're in person or virtual. LaRon Henderson from Collective for Youth is going to be leading the effort around the book club. He is preparing for a virtual book club that all of you would have the opportunity to participate in. So you'll get information about that in our program that will be posted online. It'll be available whether you're in person or virtual. We have some sessions will be pre-recorded. Those are available as well. If you're in person, we will, in your name tag, you will receive 10 business cards that are a way that you can wander around as you network with people, as you talk to these walk and talk organizations, if you would like to follow up with them, you'll have a business card with your name on it and the name of your program in whatever manner you registered. That will be listed on your business card. So those are going to be provided to everyone that attends in person. And then obviously meals, we will feed you well that day. There will be some door prizes at the end of the day. So we hope that you will seriously consider joining us on February 25th. We do have the virtual option though, if that is just not working for whatever reason, and that is a $45 registration fee. And this year we are able to live stream several of our breakout rooms. So we will have more than 16 of our sessions that will be available live streamed if you select the virtual option. So there will be, for each breakout time that we have on our session or schedule, you will have more than one option, usually more than one option of what workshop you would like to attend. So we think that's a great feature that we're able to, upgrade our offerings here this year with this virtual option. You also get the audio book. You also have access to these pre-recorded registrations. And then we have dedicated staff from the Department of Ed that will be our help desk. And so they will provide technical support if you're having any issues with connecting. We will have people on board that have as their entire purpose for that day is to support you if you choose the virtual connection. If you go up here on the top and you choose schedule session descriptions, you'll see we do have this information posted. I'm going to just click on workshop one that starts at 9:55 a.m. These times are all central, but you click on any of those and you can scroll through and take a look at what is being offered during that time that I can choose from if I'm in person. I noticed, Sandra, we currently don't have a indication here which ones will be streamed for the virtual attenders, but that will be coming. We also, as you can see here, if you look at the graphics with the birds, this is one of those kit workshops that I was talking about. So feel free to check all of that out on our website. The kit workshops. So there are 6 of these. These are available to the in-person attendees, and these do have an additional fee of $25. And I've had a couple of questions from people that have already registered for the conference, and they said, how do I sign up for a kit workshop? We will be sending out an email through Eventbrite later today, so watch for it. And if you have already registered for the conference, you will have the link provided in that email so that you can register for any of these kit workshops that you choose. We do have a couple of sessions where there are 2 kit workshops offered at the same time. So you want to make sure you check the schedule, and you can select, if you're bringing several of your staff, you can choose who's going to attend what session. But we've got descriptions here about each of these kit workshops. Sandra, is there anything you want to say about those? Sandra's doing one of these.
Some of you may remember we tried this last year in 2020 with our virtual conference, and there were some challenges with getting supplies and everything out to everybody. The really nice thing this year is you'll come into the workshop and the presenter will have a kit ready for you as you walk in the door. If you've registered and you're on that registration list, you'll get those supplies right away and you get to take them home with you that day. And I think that'll be really nice. You'll have the copy of the curriculum that you can pull out during the workshop, and everything is designed to make it easy for you to take these resources and then implement them right away. That's the whole point of these workshops.
Thanks, Sandra. And we are limiting the space to 25 participants. So if you're interested in these kit workshops and you're attending in person, you'll want to get signed up for those while there's still space. And we're just real excited that we're able to offer these. So we really owe a big thanks to all of our presenters, whether they're the kit workshops or otherwise, for hanging in there with us. Many of these people were on board to present last fall, and they stuck with us for the February 25th conference. So we're very appreciative of their support of after school here in Nebraska. Let's go on to the walk and talk proposals. This page, I should say that we are updating this website very regularly now. So we'll want you to just check back, but we will be posting under this tab more information about each of the folks that are going to have a table where you can walk around and interact face-to-face with people if you would like to hear about what they could offer, or what maybe curriculum they might have or professional development they might be able to offer. So please check back on this site to learn more about that. You can see our assistant, Sherry, I know she's on the call here, but she's done a nice job of the logos for each of them is scrolling through. So take a look at that. We hope that you'll spend some time networking with those folks, because like I said, they're very anxious to work with you in your after school programs. And the lodging tab has information. We had reserved a block of rooms at the Hilton Hotel, which is directly across the street from the CHI Center. They have a sky bridge that connects the two. And our original room block was full, but I am in conversation with them. I do believe they're going to add some more rooms that can be available. So if that is where you would like to stay, please reach out to them and see about getting your reservation. There is a Marriott hotel almost next door to the Hilton. There are other numerous hotels in this vicinity or anywhere throughout the Omaha area. So there's lots and lots of choices for places to stay while you're up in Omaha at the conference. And I think that's really all that I would have to share. Looks like we might have some questions in the chat.
Jan, do you want to just show them quickly when they want to register, where to go?
Yes. We'll go back up here to the first page. I'm going to click on this registration tab, and I'm just coming right here, and I'm going to click register. Thanks for pointing that out, Kim. This is the registration site. And as you come down, we do have just the basic information, the date, the time, the location, including the address. Again, reiterating the cost, whether you choose virtual or in person. But then you would just click on register. And then you go in here, and I'm going to pretend that I'm registering myself. And there's the $80. And then I would go to checkout, and it will ask me for more information. I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but it's basically just wanting first name, last name, email address, confirming your email. You can pay with a credit card or I guess PayPal, or if you are a 21st Century program or a community-based organization in Nebraska, we do give you the option to pay by invoice. And if you check that option, then we are going to ask you to provide the name of who you are registering, and then mailing address and so on, who would be responsible for paying the bill, that type of thing. And we do have the option. I'm not going to go into it right this second, I don't think, and I'm going to leave that page. If you're registering 10 people, it's $800 for 10 people. You would go in here, you would put your contact information. I'm going to say you could pay with a credit card or PayPal, or if you want to do an invoice, you complete all of that same information. You have to list each person separately. There must be a unique email address for each person you register. So if you're registering your staff, be sure you have that information available. And then again, you would just click invoice, organization of who is going to be responsible to pay the bill. And then you go through with the second and the third and the fourth till you get all 10 people's information in there. We do ask about whether for anyone registering, including if you're registering a group, if they have dietary restrictions. And if so, we want you to mark that and then fill out what this is. Gluten-free, vegetarian, whatever it might be. So you'll want to talk to your staff before you start the registration process. So you have their first name, last name, email address, if they've got dietary restrictions. Are there any questions about the registration process?
Jan, I have one more question. With COVID, you might have to change, like if you registered for 6 people to attend and somebody's not going to be able to attend because they're quarantining, can you substitute in a different person?
Yes, thanks. That's a great question. Yes, for the in-person conference, you can substitute names. You can add names. You can do whatever you need to do up through February 15. And let's say, I don't know, someone breaks their leg. You've registered them. They break their leg. They cannot come in person at all. And they're too ill to even participate virtually. Up until February 15, you can ask for a refund. You can cancel their registration. We will give you a refund. After February 15, if you're registered for in-person, we cannot give refunds because we'll have already ordered food for that person. But we will work with you. We can change names on registrations all the way up really until the very end. It's just if you need to cancel a human being from coming after the cutoff date for in-person, then we can't give a refund in that instance. But we've got a great team. We have Carolyn Cook, who's from eIssues 7. She is the brains behind the Eventbrite site and keeping track of all the registrations. She's the one that will be emailing out invoices if you chose that option. So Carolyn's a real valued member of our planning team, as well as Sherry Landis, our assistant at the Department of Ed. We really could not put on a conference like this without all the support we get from those folks. So thank you.
I wanted to add about the walk and talk tables. Our presenters are going to be set up by 7:45 in the morning, and our opening session begins at 8:30. So you'll have some time to walk around and visit with the exhibitors, the partners, and to learn more about opportunities for connecting them to your programs. They'll have their tables open until noon, so you'll have plenty of time throughout the morning to interact with those folks. We're very excited about that. And then Jan, can I add to, once they register, and I think you mentioned it, but I'll say again, you will be getting another email, and this one will ask you if you'd like to register for one of the kit workshops that are an additional $25. You'll get the materials to take back to your program. So watch for that. And Carolyn Cook is going to help us make sure that all those messages get out.
Jan, there's a question in the chat about the dietary restrictions. Oh, I think Carolyn may have already addressed that. Okay.
That's a great, yeah, that's a great response.
That, so yeah. Jan, you can add to that if there's more that you want to say about that, but yes, you can edit.
Absolutely. I'll just read Carolyn's whole response. If you registered for an individual, you would be able to edit your registration. For the group registrations, the initial contact person, so if like you're a project director, whoever made the reservations, they can edit those registrations for you. So we appreciate having that flexibility built in. I'm sharing my screen just so you can see the overall schedule as far as arrival, what time is it ending. And then just remember, you can click on the individual workshops if you'd like to pull up what's being offered at each hour.
I had one more comment about the schedule. Kim mentioned that there's time in the morning to visit the walk and talk tables. There's also a few breaks built into the day, short breaks, like 10 minutes of extra time, so that if you don't get to see them before that 8:30 session, you don't have to miss a workshop session. There's still time that you can visit those tables before they close up at noon.
Jan, sorry, I think you already answered this, but I just wanted to verify that I got the correct information. So you said that at some point here in the next couple of weeks, you're going to notate which one of these workshops are going to be available for virtual only, correct? So like I can tell my
Well,
staff,
They will actually be live workshops, Megan. So there'll be
sorry, not
people
workshops.
attending, and then but it will be streamed. Are you talking about the
Right.
breakouts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the breakout, sorry.
Sandra, we could probably do that in the next day or two.
Yeah.
Right? Because we know which ones that will be. So Megan, we will get that up there as soon as possible in the next couple of days.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Another thing I forgot to mention, we are live streaming the opening session in the morning, and we're live streaming the program portion of the noon session. We won't have the virtual people watch us eating, but we will be streaming the program that follows the meal. That was a joke.
What other questions do you have? Well, we are all very excited about this opportunity to bring people together and connect with you. Sandra is bringing up or Jan maybe is bringing up the schedule right now.
I know we're almost out of time, but I had a couple more things I wanted to share with you. I know you can't see that schedule very well, but all of the workshops that are in blue there are the kit workshops that have the additional registration fee. So you can kind of see where they're falling during the day. Across the page is each time. So the first set of workshops are the top row on this table, and all of the yellow workshops are the ones that will be streamed. So you have lots of choices, whether you're attending in person or virtually. And we will get that web page updated so you can see as you're looking through the schedule which of those workshops are streamed. But as you can see here, most of the workshops, the majority of them are going to be available for streaming. And the presenters have been really generous in taking on that challenge of doing a workshop for people who are in person and people who are virtual. So lots of choices. And one more thing I want to share before we're completely out of time is that book club is going to be a really great opportunity. We picked this book specifically because it is about really getting the most out of living every day and about really leaning into challenges and turning them into opportunities to grow as a person. And we felt like this is going to be really timely as we're all readjusting to a new way of doing things. So every staff member that you register will get a copy of that book. It's something that you can join the statewide book club to discuss and think about more. You can also have a book club locally, and Lauren will have a workshop at the conference specifically on how you could set up a book club just for the staff in your program using this book, and he'll also have other options if you want to follow that up. So lots of great opportunities, both with the workshops and the book clubs, to provide your staff with a different sort of professional development than we've been able to do in the last couple of years. So we really hope people will take advantage of that opportunity.
And we'll also provide a certificate so you and your staff will be able to keep track of the time you spend at the conference and report that for professional development hours. Are there other questions before we wrap up? Jeff asked a question about the professional development hours. Jeff, I'm not sure I can answer that, but we can check on that. I'm not sure how DHHS handles their credits.
I think the answer is yes, but I'm not sure either. Yeah, that's probably a good follow-up for us to do.
Yeah, we'll check on that. Otherwise, your hours would be automatically approved if you're in a after-school program for program leaders and staff.
DHHS has always accepted the hours from these conferences, so they
Okay,
should be credible. So
thanks, Megan. Other questions? Well, if not, thank you so much for joining us today, and let us know, any of us on the planning team would be happy to answer your questions and give you whatever support you need for registering, learning about the conference, and making it the best day ever in preparation for the best summer ever. Right, Jeff? Thank you, and we'll see you again in February.